Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay, time right now is 8:41. Date is 29th August 2022. Okay, given that I interact with a lot of people, whether WhatsApp, Facebook, people who are looking for jobs, people who want to further their career, students, whatsoever, you tend to see a pattern. You tend to see a pattern that repeats itself with almost everyone. And I think this has happened especially after COVID, where people got locked into their houses and obviously they couldn't interact with people. So they started using social media and extensively. They started learning technology. And before, you never had people, apart from Skype, they would never use any other software. Zoom came into prominence. LinkedIn, people started, using LinkedIn like never before. Today, you can even get God's photographs on LinkedIn, children's achievements on LinkedIn. Oh, I'm unemployed. Boo hoo hoo. Sob story on LinkedIn. Please help me. Forward this. All rubbish. LinkedIn has become like a corporate version of Facebook. Okay, it's become a mess to the point where people are literally sending their resumes on WhatsApp, PDF, like as if an employer is going to look at his smartphone and call you for an interview. People have lost the very essence. It's like they don't know, so much of power in their hands, they don't know what to do. That is why I get literally people more than 100 unsolicited mails per week from people let's say minimum, who I don't know. Please help me, sob story, or they'll just send me, I'm looking for a job, this, get back to me if you know anything, as if I'm sitting here, their servant. Okay. So I looked at the pattern, especially from January until now, and I came up with 11 traits which I feel are very bad, red flags or hell traits that whether young or old, they all have that today. Okay. So you listen to these 11 traits and you tell me which one do you feel is really relevant. Okay. So the first bad habit people have got today, or the red flag, is one. The first most important is easy access to information. Smartphones, one, two, smartphones, all smartphones. You can get these. You can get cheaper. You can literally get any smartphone, and Wi-Fi is for free in some places. Apps are for free, or the internet is very cheap. So when you have so much of power in your hands, you literally hold the phone. Very easy. All you have to do is just type what you want. You get easy information. Now, so what does this problem create? When you have access to so much of information, you get lost. It's like you don't know what you're looking for. Like, for example, just, what people do, browse, 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 browse. This is like zombies. They just go. So this creates one big problem, and you're not focused. You're distracted. It is the world of information, and you can cherry pick whatever you like. And then you tend to feel you're very smart. In fact, a simple thing, in a WhatsApp group, you talk about anything. There are people who will talk to you about, let's say, cryptocurrency, about love, relationship, parenting, investments, cars, uh, Apple, Android phones, anything in the world. They'll give you an opinion, or they will be an expert. Why? Because they have access to the information. And would you believe that because I know people's ages in my group, everyone who, even if he's 40 years old or he's 16 years old, they all talk to each other as if they are experts. Like, if you didn't know their age, you think, wow, this guy must be 40 or 50 years old, when he's actually maybe 16 or 17 years old. So this is the first problem. It gives you access to so much of information, you just feel I know everything. Okay. So first one. The second problem is, apart from this access to information, is this pointless chatter and exchange of ideas. I'll tell you, in my WhatsApp groups, sometimes when I just wake up in the morning and I check, there are close to 1,000 messages, and people are just chatting and chatting and chatting and chatting. And what are they chatting about? Like, okay, this movie came out, they'll just talk. Okay, that thing happened, politics, they'll talk. They will chat about anything, but the question is, this what you're chatting, how does it contribute to your growth, to your career? It is just killing time. It is like sitting with a beer in a bar and blabbering just whatever is there in your head. You're just killing time. And this pointless chatter doesn't help you. It makes you busy, makes you feel wonderful, makes you feel smart. Doesn't help you in any way. So the second point is this pointless chatter that goes on. Point number three, the third bad habit that I've seen is people are now not only they have distraction which is right in their faces, they have distractive habits that form. For example, let's say when you get up in the morning, you will first open your smartphone. You will check WhatsApp groups. Check, check, check. Finish. WhatsApp group is over. Then you'll go to your email. Then you'll check, check, check. Then you'll go to Facebook. You'll check, check, check. Instagram. Then you'll go to YouTube. So it's one after another, after another, after another. You have a system where you're just distracted and it never ends. And even after you finish all this, there is that game. If you log in, you get the reward for the day. So where does it stop is the big question. Where does it stop getting distracted and getting these distractive habits? Okay, that is point number three. And this, what it does, it takes your time, takes your energy, takes your effort. Point number four, which is another bad habit, is people are very overconfident. Not just confident, overconfident. I can tell you the number of people whose CVs I've received, utter garbage. Garbage is an understatement. It is ridiculously embarrassing. It is so bad. But when you talk to them or when you chat with them, you will feel you're talking to the CEO of a company. You'll feel you're talking to the next, the eighth wonder of the world. There are, forget 40, 50-year-old, 19-year-olds are like, hey, Loy, hey, bro, hey, man, how you doing? Okay, fine. Looking for a job, man. Okay, fine. Yeah. Um, can you have a look at my CV? Yeah. Utter garbage, huh? Anyway, adjectives and oh, they are going to give you the new this thing and new ideas, hardworking, all that. Oh, internship and this and that and college and yeah. Hey, Soloy, what do you think I can get, man? Yeah, actually, I want to tell them you can get a kick up your ass, okay, or you can smell my socks if you like. Anyway, I don't wear socks anyway. You can smell something else. So I don't tell them anything. I like, it's a what? No, I'm looking for a multinational company, like multinational with the standards of living are pretty high. I'm looking at it, $2,000, $3,000, kind of decent salary per month. Yeah. And yeah, there should be benefits, some benefits. Okay. And also, I would like maybe to work from home and 5 days a week. We should not go beyond that, and yeah, and there should be a secure future towards my future. And yes, if possible, Canada, United States, Australia, looking at all that. Yeah. All right, Loy. Anything else you need from my side? No, sir. No, no, no. Nothing else. I don't need anything else from your side. Okay. So, Loy, get back to me. Huh? Get back to me when you have something. Yeah. So, this kind of amazing confidence. Now, it's not just youngsters, by the way. You have grown as adults. You have 38, 40 years old. You get all these people who I don't know what they are smoking. Sometimes I wonder what is he smoking that is affecting his brain. Loy, I've told you these stories. 10 times salary, 20 times salary. They're looking at big, big things. Now, from where this overconfidence comes? Where does it come from? In fact, I can challenge you this. Anybody who is a smart ass online, Facebook, and all that, ask him his profile, ask him his resume, ask him questions about him. You can be rest assured it is so shallow and embarrassing, you'll never take that guy seriously. People who have been very overconfident with me, when I've asked them interview styled questions, simple ones, like, they tell me, Loy, you can just introduce me to your CEO friends. I will nail the interview like this, like this, like this. You can like this. I'll just take it. So then I tell them, okay, fine. So let me ask you a question first, and then you can meet my CEO friend. So tell me about yourself. Oh, yeah, me. Studied here, college there, and started my first job and achieved number one position, highest revenue. Okay. And then current job, I'm doing amazing stuff. Wow. Highest salary, highest this, highest. Okay. And that's why I'm looking for him. Okay. Fine. And yeah, Loy, by the way, my interests are so and so. Okay. My 5-year plan, sometimes they'll give in. Okay. Fine. Okay. And can you tell me what you're looking for? Oh, I'm looking for A, B, C, D. Okay, fine. Now you have said all this. Okay. You have said all this. Here's my question to you. What you have said, don't you think others also would have said, I studied here, I did this, in my company, I'm number one, I'm doing all these big, big stuff. I'm the eighth wonder of the world in my company. Now imagine two people do that. Now, imagine 10 people will do that. All will tell you, my thing is so big. Mine is 4 inches. Oh, Baba, mine is 5 inches. Mine is 6 inches long and so thick. Another guy will say, mine is 10 inches long. Another guy will say, it's as big as a dinosaur's. So now, when everyone is bragging, who do you who do you fall for? Whose story do you buy? Have you ever asked yourself that? This is the problem with our heroes. They watch too many Hindi movies. I think they watch too many Hollywood movies or Bollywood movies. They think that the guy who is taking the interview is an idiot, that he'll fall for their BS, a complete utter bullshit. My dear, the guy who's taking an interview sees clowns like you literally every single day. Like they say, no, don't teach your father how to. So, in the same way, these people who have this amazing confidence, it's empty. It is empty. You can't go around tooting your big horn thinking that you are an industry standard leader. You should offer value. You should offer them a reason to consider you. And if you do not know how to do this, all your confidence is just like putting an Instagram photograph and trying to show how great you are. Doesn't work. Point number five. Okay, point number five. Uh, I think another bad habit people have formed is they have all become experts in almost every subject possible, and they have become a judge, and they have an expert opinion. Don't have to go very far. Check on Facebook. Your update. You put one update. Another guy will give you another update. Go to WhatsApp groups. Put an opinion. See how many opinions you get. Just imagine we are living in a world today where everyone is an expert, everyone is a judge, everyone has an opinion. So doesn't it drive you mad? And just imagine if everybody is the same. So then who is wrong? Who's going to be a student? Who's going to be humble? That is where I tell people the person who talks the least sometimes in those groups, who shares the least, maybe is the wisest. In my groups itself, I have people who are very rich and very successful, but they will not even send one single post. They just sit back and observe. They find it very entertaining. And sometimes they chat with me one to one and say, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, how do they have so much time? I'm like, if they did have something to do, they wouldn't be doing all this. Okay. So number 5 is everyone's an expert, everyone's a judge. Point number 6. This is very common today, especially with our, I think, Indians are the younger generation. You see these books at the back? There are many books. Okay. But those are physical books. Nowadays, you can get PDF books. You can get, shareable. You can get MP3s. You can get all those online. You can get book summaries, Blinkist and all that. So you have these young boys who are literally, I don't know, they are gobbling up books like how I used to do. I used to do many years ago. Any new book, I would just read it voraciously, but there was no summary, so I had to read it. Today, I think it's become a trend to show, hey man, did you read that book by Yuval Noah Harris? Oh, did you read that book about artificial intelligence? Man, the DNA structure of the genome project, wow, that was mind baffling. All these boys will talk big, big stuff. You'll feel like, oh goodness, man, this guy must be a PhD student. And then you ask him, where do you work? What do you do? Yeah, I'm in the service industry, service. But then when you really probe, he might be working as a clerk in a bank, or he might be working in a call center, or he must be doing some sales job, sweating out in the sun or a tough life. He lives a very simple, these guys, very less with girls, they live a very mediocre, ordinary life. They don't have any extraordinary qualifications. They don't have anything outstanding. Normal vanilla stuff. Like if you see them from afar, Maybe you think he's a shopkeeper. But online, oh my goodness, oh, so much wisdom is there. I'll tell you, most of the idiots who sometimes abuse me say, hey, look at your moronic, what is this shit on your face, or look at your face, or look. When I tell them, why don't you show your real profile? Some of them do have the courage. When I see their real profile, I'm like, you are calling me looking like a piece of shit. What, you look like Tom Cruise? And then when you really probe into their profile or who they really are, bunch of bloody losers, man. See, what am I trying to say? You cannot become an industry expert by reading a book. Books are not meant or designed to brag. It is just to make you aware. It's like by reading an article on science, you don't become a scientist. So by reading artificial intelligence or DNA or the complete history of mankind, you don't become a great scientist, physicist, or biologist, or evolutionary biologist, or I don't know what. Today's kids, hey man, did you read that book? Did you read this book? Books are not meant for you to show off. It's just to give awareness. It's as simple as if you have the bloody Wikipedia. Okay, if you have a Wikipedia in your pocket, let me put this on mute, man. This every time I keep getting notification. If you have the bloody Wikipedia in your pocket, doesn't mean you're the smartest man in the world. Anyone and everyone can read a Wikipedia. Doesn't make you smart. Okay. Number 7. Another bad habit people have. It's like I would say, for our Indians especially, I would say it's double standards. Okay. Example, I'll give a small example. If anyone treats them bad, they'll say racism and they'll cry about it and they don't feel very good about it, which I totally understand. But when you talk to them about someone they don't like or a country they don't like, oh goodness, see their real colors. Simple example, there is this boy in my group. Whenever he addresses anyone from Pakistan, he's an Indian boy. He is supporter of the Nationalistic Party of India. Whenever he talks about any Pakistani, he will say Porkistan. He will not say Pakistan. Okay. When he talks or refers to Muslims, he'll always say terrorist, jihadis, Islamists. He will always have an abusive, condescending, disrespectful term. Okay. But on the other hand, if anybody talks about India, oh, you're racist. Why they talk bad about India? How can they talk bad about it? He feels very bad. In fact, he has even sent me private mails where he speaks to me very respectfully and says, Loy sir, they treat us like shit and this and that. He works abroad and says they treat Indians like shit. But do you see the funny thing? In fact, I don't respond to him, but he himself cannot see the double standards that he has. He cannot see that. He just cannot see that. He will feel bad if someone insults Hinduism or someone makes fun of Hinduism or India or, what he believes is important to him. But he will not use the same standards when he talks about other people. Strange, right? Okay. So this is very common with people. They can criticize and make fun and abuse and do anything to anybody, but it should not happen to them. Okay. Point number 8. This is also a very sad trend. People want the best of what they see in the West, the best. A yacht, expensive cars, beautiful babes. They want all that, the modern life, but they don't want the bad side of it. Like obviously, if you're looking at a blonde, sexy, hot girl, maintenance will be very high, no? No, they want that blonde girl, but cheap maintenance. They want to live very rich, happy, successful life, but they are not ready to sacrifice and pay money, get trained, educated. No. They want that easy. They want the cryptocurrency, quick get rich scheme. Okay. They want the lifestyles of the West, but with the values of the East. Doesn't happen that way, my friend. You want to be modern, but then you want to hold on to your Eastern values. Either be this or be this. No, you can't get the best of both the worlds. Same thing. They will sleep around with boys. They'll sleep around with 100 girls, But they want a virgin who has never touched a guy. Why? No, no, I want someone who's pure. What about you? No, but I'm a man, right? You see the double standards? So they want the best of both the worlds and they're not ready to compromise. In fact, many guys want such a beautiful, hot girl. But if you look at them, are you earning big? No. Do you look amazing? No. Do you have a great personality? No. I want someone who loves me for the heart, only for the heart. Then what about her? Why do you want such a hot, beautiful? No, no, no. I'm just looking at, I want all this, plus good heart, plus good character, plus good brains, plus everything. Plus, she should be a slave also. Come on, man. Number nine. This is also very common with our Indians. Loy, sir, Loy, I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to United States. Oh, yeah, yeah. Why? No, life is amazing there. Life is oh, you pay taxes, you get good this thing, you get good education, you get good this, good that, good this. Okay, everything is good there. It's perfect there. Yeah, yeah, it's a perfect life. Yeah, grass is green on the other side. No, looks very green. But there are no poor people there, right? There is no high taxes, right? There's no unemployment there, right? There is no, but I can manage there. Yeah, but how the hell will you get there in the first place? See, it always looks easy. Like, for example, when people see, oh, YouTuber, very famous, very easy. Just make a video and get thousands of views. If it was that easy, why don't you just bloody do it, man? So many people, hey, lawyer content, man, very boring. The production value is not so great. Oh, lawyer, wear a suit and tie, man. Put some graphics, graphics here and there. Oh, sound quality. Why don't you do it? No, 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 why I should do it? I'm not a YouTuber. Then shut your mouth. I don't come to your workplace and tell you, listen, you piece of shit. Why don't you change this, change that, change everything else? I don't come to your goddamn workplace and comment. Then why do you come to mine? Why? Because you're a freeloader. And that is why I don't respect these people, because they will only look at others and point at others, but themselves, no, nothing. Okay. So for them, grass is always green. Oh, they have rich, they have money, they have US dollar. We don't have anything. A person who has common sense and brains will focus on what he has and do the best with what he has. Point number 10. I think this is fundamentally the most important thing that they should teach in schools and colleges or even at a workplace is how to sell yourself. You don't know how to sell yourself and you're trying to go around selling products and services and dreams and concepts. Who's going to fall for it, man? In fact, you're even trying to sell your idea and nobody takes you seriously, and then you begin to wonder. See, you can be very good at talking, chatting, commenting, and making fun and all that stuff. But if you do not know how to sell yourself every single day to every single person, you have failed. Okay, keep that in mind. So you know everything else other than how to sell yourself. Point number 11. I think this is more or less the final one. See, just imagine you know something and you give the answer to something. Okay, but what if you do not know something? Think about what I said. What if you do not know something and you're not aware that you do not know it? Kind of tongue twisting, right? You don't know what you don't know. And that is very, very harmful. They say ignorance is a bliss. Ignorance is not a bliss. Sometimes when you don't know what you don't know, that can be the reason for your failure of where you are. In fact, I tell almost all the people this: where you are right now in your life, the money that you're making, the lifestyle that you have, the friends that you have, the relatives, the situation, the finances, every single thing, it's because you do not know what you don't know. And that is why you are where you are. Because if you are aware of this, you wouldn't have all these situations and problems. And people find that very baffling. Like, example I'll give. Do you know what is really shitty about you? Do you know what is really horrible about you? Do you know what exactly is the problem in your profile, in your resume, in your approach, in your dealings? Do you really know? Or do people give you haphazard opinions? Or you assume that you know? Have you ever got professional guidance, professional mentoring, or professional way of being, given a sense of awareness of who you are? You don't know. Even me, 30 years of my life, I lived assuming that, oh, I knew everything. 30, 35, 36 years. It's only when I started the process. Now, when I look back, I'm like, oh, bloody hell. I was really stupid because I didn't know what I didn't know. So, anyway, these are the 11 points. These are the 11 points which I feel are the major, major red flags that people have today. I don't know which one you have, but if you feel there is one that identifies with you, let me know what it is. And yeah, I think it's very important for us to be real with ourselves and to face facts. Remember, the first step towards change is being aware. So, my question is, are you aware of what the problem is, or are you just ignorant? This is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. It's me signing off. You guys take care.